Hello and welcome to the Talking Ben's Valorant Tournament Season 2, Week 6, Game 2 between Liv's EBoys and Money Up Syndrome Down. It was a stomping last game. Money Up Syndrome Down winning 13-2 as they are well on their way to trying to get this #1 seed. A win here on Corrode would secure that #1 spot. As for Liv's EBoys, they are trying to maybe get a tiebreaker out of getting the #4 seed, but if they lose, they will be locked in at #5 here. So it's going to be tough sledding here. They're really going to have to lock in. It was kind of a tough game last game. I think Oreo led the way with maybe 8 or 9 kills. So we'll have to see how things go. As for Money Up Syndrome Down, it looks like we are going to get a bit of a change in the team comp. So Revolt going to switch from Fade to Clove here. Sphinx switching from Cypher to Vise. Skedaddle switching from, I believe it was Waylay to Yoru now. Gage switching from, oh goodness, I'm losing track of who was who. But Gage is on Sova now, and Miguel's going to stick to Neon. On the other side, there is going to be some changes as well. Liv Vivi going to be going with the Sage here. Ghost Toxin on KJ, Loaf on Clove, the GOAT Richard on Sky, and Oreo on Reyna. So, taking a look at both teams here. Isaac, of course, not here with us, but the Extreme X Factor of this game is going to be Ghost Toxin. Ghost Toxin has had some clutch moments in the past. He has won some rounds for this team. And if they want to have any chance at winning this game, they're going to need Ghost Toxin to go off here. So, again, what's on the line? A win here for Money Up Syndrome Down results them in being the #1 seed over Tyler's expectations. And for Liv's EBoys, they can try and tie and maybe go into a tiebreaker with the Crash Out Kings. But a lot of help would be needed. And firstly, they would have to win this game. So, a lot on the line. We're here on Corrode. It's Liv's EBoys. It's Money Up Syndrome Down in the final week of the regular season. Here we go with an A-sided push for the attackers. Sphinx looking to throw out that utility early here. The wall from Liv Bibi gonna go up, and oh my goodness, Miguel in mid already taking down Loaf. Liv Bibi gonna have to get out of there quickly. Running away as the attackers are coming on quick. We go Richard there to be able to save potentially Liv Bibi from getting shot at, but sight control goes to the attackers here. To go Richard getting hit a little bit. Liv Bibi as well. 5v4. Oh my goodness, Liv Bibi with a big kill on Revolt though. 4v4. Here is, oh my goodness, Liv couldn't even get the heal out. Wow, look at Miguel getting a shot down. Ghost Toxin getting scanned. Gonna have to find something here. Oh my, there's Miguel with 3. But Oreo has 150 health. Gonna have to do a lot here. Oreo's got 2.
Enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness, through the smoke! Miguel takes it right back with 4 big kills on the pistol round. Miguel on Neon. Lethal as always. Getting the 4K and making sure they don't go down early here to Liv's EBoys. Taking round #1. So, Liv's EBoys had a great chance there off of Oreo's 3 kills, as Oreo says he's going to toggle, excuse me. Obviously toggling not allowed in this tournament, so a big troll there from Oreo. But regardless, it's going to be an eco round for Money Up Syndrome Down. We've got some Spectres and Bulldogs as they will continue to push this A site here. The GOAT Richard trying to find something here. Potentially, the wall getting hit here. There is a lot of people in that smoke. GOAT Richard able to take care of Skedaddle, but Gage getting them right back. Oh my goodness, they're on to Liv Bibi as Revolt takes them down. 4v3. Already taking a lot of site control here. It's going to be 3 separate pushes from the defenders. Low in mid. Gonna go down to Gage. Here's Oreo trying to get one, but there's Revolt cleaning it up. It's all up to the Extreme X Factor Ghost Toxin with just 12 health. Gonna have to try and find some damage. There is the Spectre, but having a hide from that Sova drone. They are gonna get him through the wall. Sphinx finishing things off, and the attackers able to get the second round here as they are just 11 rounds away from that #1 seed. Here we go on round number 3, the bonus for Money Up Syndrome down as they have taken this 2-0 advantage on the back of Miguel, who was able to get that 4K early. But not anything else so far, so we'll have to see how the rest of the team can lock in here. Skedaddle actually sitting at the bottom of the leaderboard, not something we would see all too often, but I'm sure he will make his way back up towards the top. Another A push here as the GOAT Richard was able to get a blind there. But the wall up from Lidvini. There is Loaf, able to get 2, and the spike! Huge play from Loaf in mid! My goodness, and there's Richard, able to heal up Clove. So important as Oreo gets Skedaddle lurking up in mid. But there's Gage. 4v2 here. The attackers on the back foot in this bonus. Oh my goodness, Gage! With great shots all around. Gage getting up down to Richard though. Richard with 2. Liv's EBoys are right back in it as they get the bonus round. Round number 3 here on the back of Loaf getting 2 huge kills there in mid. And Richard cleaning it up on the back end there. Great play there from Liv's EBoys as they're able to get within a round now of Money Up Syndrome down here. So, a very crucial round number 4 already as Money Up Syndrome down are going to try and take a 3-1 lead here while Liv's EBoys try and tie things up. A change for Money Up Syndrome down as they're making their way towards B site now, where Oreo will be sitting with a Phantom. So a blind out from Skedaddle early. Oh my goodness, there's the shots, and Revolt is able to take down Oreo with that Sheriff. A big kill as the Phantom goes on the ground. Skedaddle trying to get some positioning here potentially, but Ghost Toxin is right there. Skedaddle getting out of there quickly. Able to get a blind. Loaf going to go down immediately by Miguel. 5v3 already. There is Sphinx going down to Liv Bibby. The GOAT Richard able to get one on Sphinx though. 4v2. There is another one for Richard. Richard. Can they lock in? The blind is out. Miguel having to get out of the way. Richard trying to take space. Can Ghost Toxin do anything? Yes, he can. Able to get one there, but Skedaddle with the shotgun. Money Up Syndrome down, taking a 3-1 lead. A 2-round advantage. Great play by Skedaddle on that Bucky. Able to get it done for MUSD. And now they can feel the 1 seed just slowly coming into their grasp. This time around, we are going to have another B push here where Ghost Toxin is going to be setting up util. We'll have to see how these attackers can fight that KJ as they push early here. Oreo trying to find one on Skedaddle. There's Oreo going down to Miguel. These early pushes by Oreo just cannot work. Here we go. Miguel getting early onto site and taking a lot of space up towards tower. Skedaddle trying to blind out here. There's everybody as Skedaddle gets the shot through the wall on Ghost Toxin. Miguel very low as Richard is able to take them down, but Sphinx was able to get low. Oh my goodness, Liv Bibby with the classic, but Skedaddle is there. It's gonna have to be the GOAT Richard again. Can he maybe pick up the gun here? He's going to try to. No, just gonna go up towards top. Knows that the gun is there. Sphinx holding this angle, but I don't think the GOAT Richard has any wiser now. They do. There's gonna be 2 there. The blind was out, but not gonna work. Sphinx cleaning things up. And it's going to be Money Up Syndrome down with a 4-1 lead. All 5 ults are online for these attackers. If they just wanted to make Liv's EBoys life a living hell, they could pop every single one of these if they wanted to. So, we will have to see if Liv's EBoys has any answer after getting round number 3 as we go into round number 6. Another B-sided push here. And it looks like the entirety of the defenders know that B is coming. So here we go. The smoke is out. There is Skedaddle with the ult. Going to be able to see Oreo there. Oreo gonna go down. Here's the ult. Wolf with a big shot on that judge though. Absolutely important to get that kill as the ult from Miguel going down. So we will have to see How they fix this up as Gage is able to get a kill on Liv. Loaf looking for more, but Sphinx able to take them down. It is a 4v2 with just Ghost Toxin and Richard remaining. The rotate is out. Ghost Toxin going to have to try and find something in mid with this Marshall. Not going to do it. It's all up to Richard, and he's alone on B site. Skedaddle pushing up towards mid. Is he ready? Yes, he is! Money Up Syndrome down with another round win, making it 5-1. They are 8 rounds away from locking up the #1 seed. So, Liv's EBoys, led by the GOAT Richard, trying to find anything they can. But it is just tough sledding for them, as this team of Money Up Syndrome down has just been great all season long. So, round number 7 coming in hot here, as it's going to be an A-sided push this time, with only Richard holding things on that side. So the blind gonna go out. There is Skedaddle, and Richard blinded himself, so I don't know if he realizes how many people are there. He's gonna have to get out of there quickly, maybe hide behind the box. There is the Yoru utility. Can Richard find anything? No, Sphinx takes him down. 5v4 already. Liv, Bibby. Can they find anything? Gonna have to run out of there, but here's the Odin from Loaf. Loaf gonna go down though to Miguel. Here's the ult. Loaf trying to get right back and is able to on Miguel. There's the overheal, making sure they don't lose any health to those thorns. Revolt going to be pushing up here. There's Oreo getting a kill, but Revolt is going to res. There is Sphinx getting one on Loaf. Liv Bibby getting one on Skedaddle. Sphinx has 3.
Last player
Sphinx
standing.
trying to get some here as he's the last alive. And no! Liv Bibby's EBoys is able to get the round win on the backs of Oreo and Ghost Toxin. They finally find something, making it 5-2 here in round number 7. So, already matching their round win total from game number 1. Liv's EBoys finding a little bit of a groove maybe, as they were able to stifle that A-sided push, mainly stopping Sphinx, who was on the 3K there. So, Liv and the rest of the squad here trying to find some momentum as Money Up Syndrome down is going to be looking for a B-sided push here. Oreo, we've seen his aggressive utility and pushes, but they haven't been working to his advantage. So we'll have to see if they work this time. Skedaddle was able to get that blind out, but not hit anything. So now, Oreo is trying to find something, but can't do it. The Visol from Sphinx coming in very huge here, as is the KJ ult. For Ghost Toxin, there's Skedaddle taking down Oreo. Ghost Toxin trying to get some health down, as Miguel was able to take care of Liv Bibby. Ghost Toxin was able to get a lot of people on that KJ ult, though, taking down Miguel. Loaf is on the flank, though, and just misses Sphinx at the last moment. All the attackers are making their way, but there it is! Loaf getting Sphinx. So a 3v3 here, as Skedaddle, Gage, and Revolt getting the plant down. Liv's EBoys running up through mid. They are going to see first contact on Skedaddle here. Skedaddle able to get Loaf there.
Cutting through.
Fakes the teleport out. Has another one ready. Is Ghost Toxin going to have what it takes to be able to get it done? There is the blind. And there is Ghost Toxin maybe not going down. Wow. Bullets ran out for Skedaddle. It's all up to Richard and Ghost Toxin. But I don't think there's enough time. They're going to have to save their guns as they go to the corner here. Money Up Syndrome down, going to find another round win here, as the spike will go off here, and they will get out of the way of the spike. So great play there by Money Up Syndrome down to rotate out of A site and make sure they secure the round there. Led the way by Miguel and Sphinx, with Skedaddle shortly behind there. Just overall great play from these attackers, as they've been able to find so many different ways to win these matchups. I mean, pushing different sites and keeping the defenders guessing. It's just been the winning formula, as well as just being able to land their shots. It seems like their aim has just been so true and so good. As we get a bit of a mid push here. Able to see one up top. That being Oreo, but low in the corner. Oreo was able to take care of Gage, but Sphinx right back on Oreo. Oh my goodness, Sphinx with another. But look at that. Miguel taking down Loaf. Loaf just missing there with the Aries. Rebolt trying to get something, but not able to. Liv Bibi knocks down the spike. Sphinx trying to find anything there. The blind is out. Liv holding serve here with that Aries. But the spike was picked up here.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness, Ghost Toxin taking down Sphinx, but Miguel is right back there, so it's all up to Liv Bibi. In a 2v1 against Skedaddle and Miguel. The two duelists, 4 money up Syndrome down as Liv Bibi. We've seen what she's been able to do before. She does have ult if she wants to make this a 2v2. We will have to see how she attacks this as yes, Loaf is coming back to life. So a 2v2. Loaf getting back into things here. Liv able to pick up that Vandal. The smoke out from the dead Clove. Pushing up more here. They're going to have to try and find the time to push forward here. There it is. Miguel able to take them down. Last one is Loaf. Miguel with 4! Able to get the round win. 4 money up Syndrome down and make it a 7-2 advantage here. 6 rounds away from that 1 seed. They have 7. That's all I can say about that, but you know what? Oreo trying his best at 7-7 there. Leading the way with Richard not too far behind at 6-7. The Liv's EBoys are really trying here. They're doing their best that they can, but it might just not be enough. We will have to see as we're going to get an A mid split here. Miguel going quickly as Oreo is ulting. Are they ready for this Miguel push? There is Skedaddle. Miguel trying to find something. The shots are just not hitting for Oreo. Miguel was able to take care of Liv Bibi. Thanks. Getting one on Oreo. 5v3 already. Miguel does have ult if they want to use it, but might just save it here in this 5v3 as Ghost Toxin, Richard, and Oreo on the other side. Trying to hold serve here. There is Richard going down. Revolt taking Loaf, and it's going to be a 5v1 for Ghost Toxin. Going to have to do something incredible here if they want to win the round. They're just holding and waiting and seeing. He knows that they're looking that way. But I think saving the gun might just be the best option here. We will have to see. There is multiple of them. He's got to get out of there quickly. The alarm bot out as he is trying to save that. Oh my goodness, the Gage ult is out. Can he find one? He's actually hitting his own team. Questionable decision as Miguel finishes things off. A flawless round from Money Up Syndrome down once again. Gage going down to the spike, probably deserved after trying to Gage ult his own teammate. But nonetheless, a round win for Money Up Syndrome down. They are doing a phenomenal job. Just 5 rounds away from winning this game. We will have to see if they can hold on to it going into round number 11 here. As Money Up Syndrome down is being led by Miguel and Sphinx. 27 combined kills between the two. They have been absolutely sensational here. Utility early on B site. Blind out as Ghost Toxin is the last hold stand here. Loaf in mid maybe. Or excuse me, Oreo in mid. There is Gage taking down Ghost Toxin early with a great shot on that Vandal. Using that utility, the heal going out, but can they find more?
Spike
Loaf
planted.
getting hit with that Sova drone. 5v4 Miguel. Up top in tower. Oh my goodness, Richard gonna take them down, but Revolt is there to clean things up. There's Loaf with the Odin. Loaf getting another. Skedaddle taking down Oreo, but there is Loaf again. Skedaddle trying to get out of the way. Liv Bibi, last one alive. Oreo just dropped down. Is Liv ready for it? No! Revo with 3! It's 9-2! Money Up Syndrome down! Have another round win. And going into the final round, they are 4 rounds away from securing the number 1 seed. Unreal what we are seeing here from Money Up Syndrome down. They knew what they had to do. They came to play, and they have just been unreal here. 3 players sitting at double-digit kills right now, led by Miguel, Sphinx, and Skedaddle. while on the other side, Loaf trying to lead that way. Going no shield on that Odin. They know it's desperate times. It calls for desperate measures. Miguel is in mid. Can Oreo find something here? No, Miguel gonna think better of it as they push on A site here. Ghost Toxin going to be a last stand here in elbow with that Judge. Skedaddle can't get out of that wall there, but is finally able to. That took a little bit of time. Skedaddle waiting patiently, trying to find something. As Loaf was able to take care of Revolt. Oh my goodness. Ghost Toxin gonna go down to Skedaddle here. Big shots already. The Go Richard is the last one alive at a 3v1.
Adapt or die!
There is the ult from Vise as Richard was able to get out of it though. Can they find one on Miguel? No, they can't. Money Up Syndrome down. Take a 10-2 half.
Switching sides.
As we go to the Fat Gerard Fat stat of the half, this is back-to-back games that the top three have gotten a combined 41 kills, but it's Sphinx instead of Revolt getting the second most here. Unreal what we've seen out of Money Up Syndrome down. They knew what they had to do, and they are playing absolutely sensational right now. 3 rounds away from getting that #1 seed, as this would also lock Liv's EBoys into the 5 seed, awaiting the matchup between Crash Out Kings and Clutch and Crutch later this week in the season finale to determine who would be the #3 seed. So, here we go. 3 rounds left for Money Up Syndrome down as they are going to try and hold on B side here. Oh my goodness, Miguel! Unreal! Miguel getting 4! Miguel with 4! Unreal, just pushing out and finding everything! Miguel gonna go down and Ghost Toxin though! And Sphinx cleans it up! A 4K for Miguel! Unreal stuff! I just have no words! I mean, a 4K on pistol, it's pretty common, but in such a fast fashion, just absolutely ridiculous stuff from Miguel there. 20-8, they can feel it on the grasp of their tongues right now, as they are so close to locking it up. Now, round number 14 coming in, Liv's EBoys making their way over to the A site. Loaf putting down the smoke. Trying to find something here. Oreo, or Revolt, excuse me, sitting in the corner here. Revolt gonna see them. There's the headshot. Revolt gonna get dogged though. Oreo able to take them down. 4v4, and a lot of space taken up here from Liv's EBoys. Miguel trying to find something. The guns are up for Liv's EBoys. Gage, wow, able to take care of Liv Baby, but there's Richard and Oreo taking multiple down. Sphinx able to get one back though in a 2v2. Oreo and Ghost Toxin going against Sphinx and Skedaddle. There is Oreo trying to get out of there quickly, but there is Skedaddle. Ghost Toxin going to have to get one there. They do. It's Ghost Toxin. It's Skedaddle. And the 1v1. Ghost Toxin! On health! Able to clutch it up for Liv's EBoys! It is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. The 3rd round win for Liv's EBoys. Hey, great play there by Ghost Toxin, clutching it up here as they were able to somehow win that 1v1 against Skedaddle on just 8 health. It's going to take more from the Extreme X Factor of Ghost Toxin to be able to do something here for Liv's EBoys as we go into round number 15 here. It will be a B-sided push. Miguel does have that sheriff. We know how much the early kills have mattered. Low with that Odin can see them trying to spray. I don't know how Miguel is alive right now, but able to get out of there somehow. And it's going to try and get the shot on Low, but not able to do it. Oreo getting engaged. 5v3 already. Skedaddle at 2 health and only has a classic. Not the situation you want to be if you're Skedaddle. Loaf going up towards tower here. Firm sight control here from the attackers. Sphinx. Not gonna know that Loaf is there. Revo gonna go down to Oreo. It's all up to the 2 health Skedaddle. If he manages to clutch this. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oreo finishes it off with a flawless round, and that'll be Live EBoys' 4th round win. It is never over until it's over, ladies and gentlemen. We have seen crazier things happen in the Talking Ben's Valorant tournament. Live EBoys, honestly, they might just be doing this for fun. They might just be trying to play spoiler here for Money Up Syndrome Down and be a help to Tyler's expectations. We will have to see how they continue this momentum here on the attack, being led by Oreo and Loaf at the top of the leaderboard. So, Sphinx does have the Odin on B site here. Flash is destroyed, but the Thorns are out. Loaf is trying to hold. Able to see Sphinx though! Loaf with a big kill. 5v4 already as Miguel gets put back on Ghost Toxin. Spike was down, but picked right back up potentially here. No, Oreo trying to find one there. Skedaddle was able to get them, but Loaf getting a kill on Miguel.
Spike planted.
My goodness, Loaf with that Odin is so lethal. Has both of the kills so far for Live EBoys.
Time to jump.
Skedaddle fakes the teleport, sends another one out. Trying to find one on Liv Vivi here. Liv going to get blinded. There's the teleport, but Loaf with their 3rd! Loaf and the Go Richard trying to find something here. Rebolt able to take them down. There it is! Loaf with 4! It's all up to Rebolt! And not a lot of health! Rebolt saw them in the corner! And Rebolt able to take them down! Oh, Loaf does have the ace! Loaf with the Odin! Reviving and finding a way to bring Liv's EBoys right back in it! Unreal! The Odin ace from Loaf! What a play! Momentum all on Liv's EBoys side. You have to take a look at Money Up Syndrome Down and worry. Are they gonna let up an 11-2 advantage after the Loaf ace? What a story it would be if Liv's EBoys is able to somehow find a way to get this done. They are pushing onto A site this time. Loaf trying to find more here with the Oreo ult. Gage trying to scan, able to find a lot, and Loaf gets one on Revolt. Trying to find some more here. Gage might go down as well. No! Gage takes Loaf out! There's the Ghost Toxin ult. But look at that, Liv and Oreo able to get multiple kills here. Oh my goodness, Skedaddle with that Marshall. The wall is going to go up. Skedaddle and Sphinx, the last one's alive. Sphinx does have a shotgun though. This could be dangerous. Now has the Odin. Is Richard ready for it? Sitting in the corner. Sphinx is going to push maybe. Doesn't have the idea. But Sphinx actually able to get the kill on Richard there. Very low health though. It's a 2v2. Skedaddle and Sphinx. Ghost Toxin and Liv.
Last player
Spike is down and Skedaddle was able to get Liv though.
Bomb grenade out.
Ghost Toxin going to get that Molly out. Able to take care of one. Can they get the other? Skedaddle tapping, but Ghost Toxin not able to get him. Does Skedaddle have time? I don't think he does. Liv's EBoys get another one. 4 straight rounds, clutching it up, led by Loaf and Oreo. This is unreal, this comeback that they are making right now. 4 straight rounds, while, you know, on the other side, Money Up Syndrome Down is 2 rounds away from the 1 seed. 2 rounds. That's all they need. You just gotta think. They really have to try and get something here. Because if they can't, Liv's EBoys might just roll the rest of the way. Round 18 is out. Skedaddle does have the operator. And able to take Loaf out immediately. What a shot needed from Skedaddle there. There is the dog. Sphinx was able to take care of it though. And there's the res on Loaf. Loaf has come back to life here. So 5v5 still. 3 ults on the side of the defenders though. Is Ghost Toxin going to push this, knowing that Skedaddle has the operator? Revolt, engage, waiting in A. Oh my gosh, what a shot from Oreo! Taking out Miguel. There's Revolt, able to get one on Loaf though. Revolt swinging Liv here. Liv gonna go down, but Richard able to take 2. Revolt's alive for now. Oreo was able to take care of 1. I don't think that Revolt's going to be able to find one here. It's going to be all up to Skedaddle and that operator. And this might just have to be a save here, and you don't want to think that. You want to think that Skedaddle could maybe get something here. The Ghost Toxin on the other side wins the round for Live EBoys, making it 11-7, 5 straight. Guys, this, I'm not saying a comeback is happening, but 5 straight rounds from Live EBoys when they were down and out, down 11-2. They are turning it up a notch right now. The Operator, the Odin, the Vandal, and the Phantom all out for Live EBoys, while Money Up Syndrome down has to resort to a Hero Phantom from Miguel. Here we go. A-sided push here for Live EBoys. The blind is out. Sphinx getting hit, as is Revolt. Loaf walking in. Those thorns for a second. The dog from Richard going to go out. Skedaddle just sitting on B side with that shotgun. Here is the ult though from Miguel, but gonna go down to Ghost Toxin with that operator. Revolt able to pick up the Odin. Huge from Revolt. Ghost Toxin, the last alive, only has that operator in hand as the rest of the defenders are pushing very quickly here. Revolt gonna have to find something here as all the defenders are pushing up, but down goes Gage. Not over yet. There's Sphinx going down. Oh, but there's the pistol from Skedaddle. A Thrifty as Money Up Syndrome down is one round away from winning and getting the #1 seed. This was an improbable run from Live EBoys, but they're gonna have to do another 5 straight rounds if they want to win this matchup. It all comes down to this. Led by Miguel and Skedaddle and Sphinx. Can Money Up Syndrome down close the deal and win the #1 seed? It's going to be a B-sided push here. Lots of them coming out as it looks like Miguel was hit. And Skedaddle's going to go down to Oreo. A big shot. Here's the ult from Ghost Toxin. Gage ult! 2 from Gage! Oh my goodness, the Gage ult might be the winning formula for Money Up Syndrome down! 4v3. They're trying to close it out. Oreo taking a lot of space though. Revolt trying to push here. Richard getting hit by that Odin, and Sphinx gonna take him down. Oreo gonna go down. It's all up to Ghost Toxin, and he can't do it. There it is. The 1 seed for Money Up Syndrome down. Secured. Live EBoys takes the 5, and we have one more matchup remaining between Clutch and Crunch, and Crash Out Kings to see who's the #3. We'll see you next time.